Talk Sport.
What's up, TATS Nation? Welcome to number 27. Today is September 26, 2018. You know where we're at.
Downtown Fayetteville.
Full laugh.
Alright, guys, we're a little out of practice. Y'all can tell we're a little rusty. It's alright, don't worry. But I'm Chef Lou.
I'm Dirty Rice.
And I'm a complete agent. Oh, my man.
All right, man.
Sam,
That
let's
was
kick
bad.
it off.
Oh, man. You
Give
know,
me
it's
the
the
Mac facts.
final week of baseball. The final week, you know what I mean? Like 10 years ago, one of the best pitchers of our lifetime had his final start, you know? Greg Maddux. Greg Maddux, man. This guy's the most boring pitcher ever. How does he win? Like 300 plus games throwing 80, 85.
He's a painter.
You know?
Yeah, there you go.
He's a painter.
I know he's good, but geez, man, he's just like, I don't know, man. He just doesn't scare you, you know? He's not throwing like nasty
Sam's
stuff.
word here would be, he's a square.
Yeah, he hits those corners of the square, the strike zone, you know?
So he's like
Back to Maddox.
he's like a Kyle Hendricks
Squares up so
type
well.
right now. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
you know, he was before Kyle Hendricks.
That's the contemporary Kyle Hendricks is him.
Randy
You know?
Wynn lines
Yeah.
in center
2 years
field.
ago.
355 wins right there, man. Crazy.
And that ends the inning.
Yeah, I completely forgot he closed out his career with
The Padres.
Dodgers.
But he's
Atlanta.
he was most well known for being in
Yeah,
Atlanta.
yeah, Atlanta,
But he
yeah.
started with the Cubs.
Yeah, it was what was it? It was him, Hudson, and Glavine, right? Those are the three.
Smoltz.
Smoltz.
See, the big three before Hudson got there was I can name you. It was Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine, John Smoltz. There was another. I mean, there were a couple other guys
Oh,
there.
the closer. It's something rocker.
John Rocker.
John Rocker.
He only had a couple good.
Yeah,
good
because
years with him.
he was damaged goods.
Yeah, you know the crazy
A lot
thing
of
is,
baggage.
when he opened his mouth in Sports Illustrated, his like fastball just lost 10 miles an hour on it for some reason. You know, I don't know. But anyways, you know,
What else you got? For
more
us?
about that, you know. But you know, got two. This week is two birthdays for two of my favorite players, like in the '90s, mid '90s. First one, Eddie George, man, September 24th, '73. Eddie George, man, this guy was a beast, man. He was fast and he was strong. You know what I mean?
I remember Eddie George.
Yeah, look at him. But
And he was a tough guy.
he can run over people and he can make people miss. You know?
Earl Campbell.
There's the
way in the
Oilers.
world they
Yeah, he started with the Oilers before they came to Titans, man. Yeah.
They used him way too much.
Yeah.
Slow him down and hope that the homies arrive.
Jeff Fisher.
That would have been a touchdown in today's NFL.
They showed, his Ohio State days right here.
Yeah, that's when he was real good stuff.
He won the Heisman Trophy in '95.
He's always in great shape. And his
The player has a dislocation.
episode of Ballers was
The
really
assumption.
good.
I can pop this back in.
Look at that.
It's hard to go back because it's so
Saying he pissed
so over the
off.
top. You know, it's over the top.
Ray Lewis. I remember Ray Lewis gave him a hit that just really kind of
It
made
matters
his
not
career
how
kind
straight
of
the
slow
game,
down.
how strong.
If you remember
It
that
was
hit.
okay to do that back then. And
Yeah.
then they put you out there to give you a couple shots. You know what I mean? It's a different game.
Yeah, they
man.
didn't even have a tent back then. Now they have a pop-up tent.
Yeah.
Like they just fold it, they just bring it up like this. I was like, man,
Yeah.
somebody sold that to the NFL because nobody
And they-
else uses that crap.
It was a good idea for them.
Yeah, they pay, and they're banking now.
yeah.
And next guy, September 25th, 71, John Lynch. Man, this guy was just, he was like a better version of Roy Williams, right?
Yeah.
I feel like he's underrated.
yeah,
I
man.
feel like he was underrated.
Yeah,
He's a
he-
puncher.
And for the audience watching this is how football used to be.
Played, man.
For all the young kids
I mean,
out there.
nobody wanted to go over the middle with
Hell
him.
nah.
And any team he played for. Yeah, he was one of the hardest hitters in the league.
Yeah, these are hard
Hard
hits.
hits, man. He's coming full speed.
I love the NFL films music.
Yeah.
Like it's so epic. If you want to get your day started,
He hitting
Barry-
Barry Sanders.
Oh, yeah.
That made him go backwards.
and he was a great wrap-up tackler. You know what I mean? He's leading with his shoulders. He's not leading with his head. Out of bounds, that would have been a penalty.
That's fantasy today.
That would have been roughing.
Eric Kramer.
Not roughing, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, but see, he's leaning with his shoulder, not his head. He put him to sleep.
John
Dude,
Lynch,
he
I'm
is
telling you.
Sleep.
Holy
Look.
cow!
John Lynch, I'm telling you, man. Look, he's just.
You know what
walking away.
noise? You know what noise you make when that happens? No, when it happens to the person that's out. You know what noise they make? They make the weird. It goes like it's weird. It's weird when someone goes to sleep like that because they're. I guess all their motors, everything's trying to come back.
No, but it's also
and they don't know
because-
they're out, and they're trying to get up or say, and it's all you hear. It's
No,
like
that's
this
true.
weird
It's
funky
true.
noise.
Oh, they're trying to talk to. Is that something?
Yeah, it's like something like they're
Yeah.
out and like just everything, and you just hear.
Like, all the wind's
it's
out
weird.
too. Like the wind gets knocked out of you.
That could be the air leaving the body because it got smashed, and it's like like when you know the fireplace little starters thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, basically that's what happens to your chest when it hits the ground. You compress and it goes. So,
In case y'all didn't know, John Lynch right now, I believe, is the San Francisco 49ers general manager.
yes, he is.
Yeah. Okay.
No, LA Rams or 49ers?
No, 49ers.
49ers. Yeah. So, figure I'd throw that out there for y'all. All right. So
Bang up job.
what's Chef cooking, man? Who's in the loser's corner here?
Man, a lot of people. I knew this was a concern, so I'm glad I had to be put in this position. But I can tell you for a fact, if I did get a top 5 pick in any of the fantasy drafts, I would not be taking Le'Veon Bell. I think the source here is fantasypros.com. The average draft position for Le'Veon is 1 through 3. Projected for 273 points, which is a lot. He has not shown up.
Yep.
I don't know if he's going to show up.
Is it worse for the fantasy owners or worse for the Steelers fans?
I think it's worse for fantasy owners, honestly.
Because Steelers are 1-1-1.
They're 1-1-1.
They're 1-1-1, bro. I think it's pretty bad for
Well,
them.
but I think they're prepared that they knew they were going to lose him. So in their heart they knew that eventually he's going to be gone, whether it's this year, next year, for sure, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But as a fantasy owner, you expect him to be there. You draft him, and he's supposed to show up week 1, be at these games.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's a lot of people who drafted him, but you're getting zero production there, and you wasted a premium pick. Depending on how your league is set up, right? That's huge, right? It's just like in the NFL when you miss a number 1 pick, it sets your team back like decades. It's not just okay, this year, next year we'll recover. No, it sets your team back.
Yeah, for example, the Broncos cutting Paxton Lynch.
Yeah.
3 years. He was like top 10 at least, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was their first round pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then back then, the Brian Leaf days, Jamarcus Russell from the Raiders.
Yeah.
Right?
None of that matters. You know what matters?
What matters?
Fantasy owners who drafted Le'Veon Bell are crying right now. That's what matters.
Yeah.
That's what matters. You know why that matters? Because I'm gonna take home that trophy.
There's money. There's money on the line.
Who picked him?
I don't know who picked Le'Veon Bell.
I didn't.
It was probably Jordan or somebody like that who's going.
No,
off
I think
those
Jordan
picks.
picks later. So it could have been your son.
No, he didn't pick Bell. My son was the quarterback.
Who got first? I think Brian's pick was up there, but we'll check on that
The
later.
guy who never sets his lineup.
Oh man, I don't even want to talk about it.
0-3. 0-3. So fantasy owners, and my recommendation is if you got Le'Veon Bell, you probably picked him in the first 5 picks.
Mm-hmm.
And with those first 5 picks, you need to trade whoever you took after him to try and get another running back. Or
Jordan said,
or play the
I
other
went
way.
from best draft pick to only beating the dude that hasn't set the lineup.
Damn. Jordan's the man, dude. Jordan's the man. He was hilarious at the party. By the way.
Oh,
I had a
yeah.
great time with him.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, where are we at now? We're on in case you missed it. All right. So, Tiger wins. Tiger wins.
Big news. Sam, say it.
Boom.
Boom.
No, not the boom. Your quote.
Oh, yeah. We
quote.
got something here for you. What happens when Tiger wins?
Whenever Tiger wins, golf wins.
And that's real. That's real. You know,
Ratings.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Take a look at it. You know what I mean? If you saw the clip,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? The clip.
The galleries are ridiculous too for him.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's ever.
Look at this. This is
went
like
to a-
this is like like people going to.
It's like Happy Gilmore.
No, this is like.
That's what it looks like.
This is what looks like, in war-torn countries here, People just getting out, you know what I mean? That's what I mean.
I probably shouldn't say this, but this is the first time this many white people have followed a black man anywhere. It was there. It was there. And he's Asian, right? He's black and Asian.
Cablin Asian.
What was that?
Caucasian, black, Asian, something like that. Indian. Indian
He is
Asian.
everybody.
Cablin Asian.
He's everybody. But India is part of Asia.
Native American, I think, is what it specifically means.
So, well, then it's not India. You said India. It's not Indian. There's a difference there. There's a whole letter.
But yeah, that's what he calls. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get into semantics here.
Well, I like Cablasian better. It sounds like a seasoning you would put on your food.
I just like
That sounds like a good seasoning, though.
Blasian sounds like a wing flavor from Wingstop.
Do you want to say anything about Tiger Woods and his win?
What?
Do you have anything like? Sam kind of summed it up when Tiger wins, golf wins. The most impressive thing that I saw, and I don't know if you guys saw this, was the press conference after, where he was talking about challenging the younger generation, and he's like, "Bring it." You don't get that in a lot of sports, so I was, that was interesting, because golf is usually you versus the course, yet you partner with somebody, So I don't know, it was pretty interesting.
Well, I mean, part of Tiger feels like he's probably on his way out, and nobody has even come close to his stature in golf.
Oh yeah,
He put himself on the Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah.
He did.
Come on, he's already. I mean, he's at 80 tournament wins now. He's the record holder is 82. He's looking at that.
And then if he gets 4 more majors, he ties for the record in majors.
And
He has 14, so
he's
18.
pretty close. Yeah, he's pretty close to that too. So.
All right, so college football.
Oh man.
I do the Wu Pig Sui, but they don't deserve it.
Oh man.
We can't do the pig suey right now.
No, we're just gonna say boo.
That's terrible.
I'm not gonna finish it.
It's terrible, man.
Yeah, I mean,
That's all I gotta say. Yeah, man. That's
I mean,
everybody.
like a pig led to the slaughter instead of lamb led to the slaughter.
This is a sad pig.
Yeah.
Sad pig.
It is Auburn.
Yeah, top 10 team.
But
But
nobody
at the
even
same
touched
time,
But it looked bad.
it's not competitive.
They
Yeah.
wouldn't have stopped him on 2-hand touch.
Make the handoff, screen pass.
Like, look at this flip. No. Let me. No. Whoa.
Wrap up, dude. Wrap up. Wrap up.
Crazy thing is, the defense didn't allow that many big plays.
Well, it was because so many turnovers.
Yeah.
Just good
The offense
field
was the
position.
worst.
Look at that.
Nah.
I mean, the offense didn't even touch the ball there. Well, I guess it did. Did he run the? No, he doesn't run it now.
That was terrible, man.
Yeah, this is I will say this for the coach. These are not his players.
Nah.
This is not his draft class. This isn't who he recruited. You know what I mean? It's his first season. You usually have to give a college coach 2 to 4.
Yeah, he's got to bring his guys in.
So
But here's one of my interesting facts.
go for it.
Mm-hmm.
The Clemson quarterback is transferring.
Yeah, Kelly Bryant.
Kelly Bryant. And
KB.
there is some noise that hey, he could come to where the original coach recruited him, or one of the guys that recruited him. That could be interesting.
Yeah. He's got 1 year of eligibility.
So he won't play till next season and give him time to learn the
they'll
system.
probably redshirt him.
Yeah, but he learned the system in that time.
Yeah.
He already knows his system, sort of.
All right.
You know what I mean?
But I don't know. I feel like that will at least save the seasons for something.
It'll give you something to look forward to.
For this year, for 2018, 2019.
You guys be lucky if you get 3 wins this year. Lucky if you get 3. I'll take the under on that right now in Vegas.
I thought we'd get at least 5, but man.
Yeah, I think
it's looking.
The only bowl y'all are going to is the faux bowl.
Yeah. Or you raise Betsy.
All right, so Old Dominion upsets Virginia Tech.
Pretty big upset.
That's huge upset.
So Virginia Tech went on the road for this, right?
Yeah, that's why you never go on the road to go to like a smaller school, because they probably did it to do Old Dominion a favor to.
They got paid to go there, basically. That's usually how it works.
They probably paid them less
Okay.
to go, but they were still in Virginia, so they were gonna guarantee Old Dominion a sellout because
Right.
you know what I'm saying.
People want to see it.
Yeah, you know, and some of the traveling fans or fans that are. This is, it's in Virginia. It's in like.
Where's your
Hampton.
defense at, VT?
Exactly.
No, I mean, this is a good back and forth game. It wasn't just like slaughter.
See, this is the problem with players. Like, look, I'm not a good basketball player, but I play all the time, right? And I'm not the most athletic guy, so I have to use my brain. And I feel like a lot of people walk onto these fields and courts, and they don't use their damn brain.
Well,
like,
I mean,
they're
it's
just throwing
college.
dumps to the back. But they're throwing dumps to the back. So even if your coach says, yo, we're lining up, we think it's a run play, blah, 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 you know what I mean? You still have to be aware enough to get back 5 extra yards quicker so that you can protect that ball. That is an intelligence aspect that you can't teach anticipation.
No, you can't. I mean, up to the college level, it's all about athleticism. How athletic you are, okay, you're on the team. If you're tall, you look strong, you can bench a lot, you're on the team. They will find a position for you, right? It's never about the brains.
It has to be, man. It has to be. I'll tell you right now. That's why the Patriots have always been successful, because they look for those players who can anticipate a play, who can read a defense, who can read an offense, who can work within a system. And everybody should. It's proven along all facets of life. Successful systems work, and if you work within that system, you can also be successful. But if you still have to, within that system, know when to make a good move and when to make a bad move. You know what I'm saying? Which is which. So these players are out here like, coach told me to be here, but you see the dude running past you every play. Every play.
But it's also like, the coaches in high school, as you're going through the system, right? I mean, like, you're taught certain things, and it's a habit, right? Humans are, creature of habits. High school coaches are not qualified, right? But they coach football, and that's how you're taught. And when you get put on the map, you're a 4-star recruit, 5-star recruit. My high school coach taught me this, so I'm gonna do this. But little they know, when you go to college, it's a whole new ballgame.
Well, at every level, it's a whole new ballgame. At every level, it's gonna be a whole new. I feel like that's where you have to learn the game. And a lot of these players are not learning the game; they're just athletic.
Yeah.
And having frustration with that.
It is. I mean, like, great example, Des Bryant. Super athletic. He thought that could be taking him to the pros, but he never learned how to run.
It did take him
routes.
to the pros.
Well, no, and I'm saying, like, it did. like being athletic took him to the pros.
Yeah.
But his mindset never switched. As you get there, you're
So
paid to do a job.
So that's a lesson. That's a lesson for people coming up, right?
It is.
And that's for all your crafts and whatever you do. Learn your game. All right, Texas upsets number 17, Texas Christian University, otherwise known as TCU.
Texas win is big. It's big,
Yeah.
Texas trying to come back, They just beat, a floundering USC team.
This is their only rival, really, right?
All the Texas. They
Because
kind of play.
they-
It was
fallen
like
off the
Texas
map.
versus Texas A&M.
It used to be, but since Texas A&M left, they don't want to play them no more. Texas don't want to play Texas A&M anymore.
Who's,
They went to the SEC.
Yeah, because I don't know. There's a lot of
Like, those plays make me mad, too. Like, why aren't you stiff on me, dude? Why are you not trying to use this right there? The touchdown's right there.
Oh,
That was good.
Yeah.
I did that, man.
Yeah. See, the media wants Texas to be good because they got a big following. They draw ratings.
they have the Longhorn program.
Yeah. The Longhorn Network and stuff like that.
Well, TCU, Texas Christian University. I know they got backing. And they're in Texas, basically the largest state in the union. Christian in Texas. You know they got backers.
It's a small private school, man.
And you know how much money they probably got just as much money as Texas University.
No.
I'm telling you, man.
No.
You tripping? A rich Christian University, bro, in the middle of Texas.
Dude, no, the big state schools like Penn State, Ohio State. You know what I'm saying?
But they're getting state funding for a private school. I'm saying, This school is well off. They're okay. Their football program's good.
USC is probably like you know what I'm saying? When you talk about donations and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
They're the biggest.
Among private schools, it's kind of tough because they don't disclose.
They don't disclose it. That's
Yeah.
what I'm telling you. This school got money to be playing with these.
They probably do, but the thing is, they don't have the following. They don't the ratings don't come up when they do. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like Christian music. We don't really know what's going on, but dudes are selling 7 million records. Bro.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. You know, they got supporters from like Minnesota that have never seen a game just because it says Texas Christian University.
Maybe with specific things like Notre Dame and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what
they're
I'm saying?
Catholic though. That's different.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
That's a whole different thing. I'm just saying because of their name, they're okay. In the state they're in, they were smart with their location and what they decided to name that school.
Well, most universities, I mean, like private ones are religiously affiliated. A lot of them are. You know what I mean?
Didn't know that. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was all about getting drunk in Greek letters.
Well, it's that too.
That was just a joke. All right.
That's about more.
I was gonna
public
sit, but I'm gonna
But
step
still in
back.
the house.
We got Sil and Rink. All right, why don't you guys share that and get some people in here? All right, so NFL, my favorite portion of the show. My favorite portion of the show.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we got the Baker Mayfield debut. The Oakland Raiders have not won a game this season. On my way here, you know, I watch YouTube videos and stuff, and I saw John Gruden doing that Firestone commercial. You gotta get up. There's nails on the road of life. You gotta wake up. You gotta get me over. You know that whole thing, and I'm like, wow, that's your coach. Like, that's your coach.
Yeah.
Like that's Chucky's your coach.
So what about the Hooters commercial?
That's what I'm saying. Chucky's your coach. Oh, the Corona one, we had you running back and forth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's your coach.
Gruden's all about Hollywood.
It makes sense that you're 0-2, right? You trade him back, and then the next week you said, "Hey, I don't have a good. We don't have a good rush attack because it's hard to find people that can rush the ball." And then this week you said that your quarterback's trying too hard. When week 1 you say he wasn't trying hard enough.
You know,
Yeah.
I will call myself out here regarding this Oakland thing. Before the season started, I blasted some reporters saying that when he said Oakland was rebuilding when they traded back, I said that's pretty much that was a joke. But I mean,
It's reality.
It's absolutely on point.
We'll add that to my win column.
Yeah.
We'll add that to my because Bears are 2-1 and Raiders are 0-2. I mean, Bears had 3 games, right?
Yeah, they're 2-1, but it ain't good.
And Raiders are 0-3. So yeah. So Baker Mayfield.
I can't
Does he get his
wait to
first
see
win?
Baker
His first
Mayfield
win?
in. I say he gets put in before week 4. That
The only-
was terrible.
The only
Chef Lou, thank you.
Chef Lou prediction goes in the win column for him. Chef
Hey,
Stradamus.
he came in when they were down 14-0.
We need a hashtag Chef Stradamus.
Like look at this. This is what I mean. He comes in and he just brings the energy. I mean, look at all the fans like cheering. They have 0
Oh,
points.
yeah.
They have
See, man,
0 points.
Browns fans, man, they show up. Even you know what I mean?
They're
They
trying
show.
to. They want to see
love it.
Baker.
That was one of the fun things to watch when I was a kid with a dog pound.
Oh yeah. See, man, they got devoted fans. Unlike places like Miami, you know, you get like 15,000 people sometimes.
What's
You
impressive,
know what I'm saying? It's terrible.
what's impressive about these clips is he's throwing darts.
Yeah.
He's literally on a
Look at
roll.
that. Bam.
Sling,
Look at that.
bam. Like it's in places.
Yeah,
his
Jets
receivers
defense
get
is
him.
not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the same team that picked off Stafford how many times opening night? 4 times?
And a pick 6.
Yeah.
Landry's such a.
Speaking of the
He's such a
Cleveland
deep.
Browns, let's check
I like
Yeah,
him.
look at that.
And Njoku, I think, is going to have a better season now.
Oh yeah. Well, during preseason, he threw like
Two
yeah,
one
2
game.
touchdowns in one game.
Been ruled out after being evaluated for a concussion. But when I asked him about the performance,
Yeah,
of
Tyrod
the rookie
Taylor has
quarterback
to do
on
that.
that drive that went 3 for 4 for 47
Yeah,
yards,
you know, you're watching these plays, and he's quick in the pocket. He doesn't really take any chances. I am worried about how he carries the ball, though. If you watch him, he never protects it with the second hand when he's in the pocket. So that's a recipe for fumbles. Watch. Right here. Boom. Let it go. Look at that dart. See? I mean, that's got to be, if that was a baseball, it's 105 miles an hour.
That's how I throw.
Huh? Who's
So he's
up?
got 2 hands on it.
On that one, yeah. But when it gets tight in the pocket, like, that's a 5-step drop. So you start with 2 hands on it.
That was a good catch. It wasn't a good throw. That was a good catch.
That was a good throw too. Put it in a place where the defender's not
Look
looking.
at that. He just got bigger.
That's where he catches.
Uh-oh.
2-point conversion.
Hey, they did this at OU.
Caught a touchdown too.
Tom Brady caught a touchdown in his first season, and like a 30-yard touchdown on a flea flicker. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we needed.
Yeah,
I don't know if we needed every Baker Mayfield play.
Oh, yeah.
I know you were right, Andy, but
Oh,
geez.
man.
I know, man.
I
What,
know
you
you're
tooting
right.
your own horn,
I
bro?
love
For
it.
real.
Beating
I
your
love
own
it.
chest?
Hey, and then for everybody that's been asleep, he is named the official starter.
Yeah, he is the official starter. So technically, he can get his first win this weekend. Does he get it?
Against Oakland
Yeah.
On the road
on the road.
in Oakland.
Yeah,
0-3.
yeah, yeah.
That's
I feel like
That's
Yeah,
pretty-
sometimes
like
this
I
might
feel
be-
like the energy is there. Like you guys can tell. Like just like what I say. Like when you insert the guy that's supposed to have the keys, like everybody's just ready.
Yeah,
right?
ready for him. See, that,
Like the thing is, I mean, look, the team.
So yes
it's the
or no?
same team. Tyrod was a quarterback. They were like just walking around doing their thing. Baker comes in. It's a whole new ball game. Right?
Yeah,
It's the presence.
see, the thing is,
Oh, I look like he's
see,
getting
the
guarded.
thing is, if Baker Mayfield came in and didn't do anything, we wouldn't even be talking about him. He would have been just whatever, you know.
Or we would be saying, he's terrible. You
yeah,
get
it's
Tyrod.
terrible. Yeah, we
I want to say that.
Well,
we'd say that. No, I'm
you're
just
a fan.
saying.
I'm still gonna ask Troy for a jersey.
Now see, but now he's the starter.
Yeah.
He's got expectations now. You know, people are expecting.
So you
from
think
him-
he's gonna lose?
No,
Give me a yes or no.
yes.
You think he's gonna lose?
I'll say yes.
And you think
No,
he's gonna win?
I think being the number one pick, I think the expectations are always going to be there, right? You pick number one, like you know what you came in to do, what you're drafted for. You came in to turn the franchise around.
But coming into that game right there, you were down already. You can just come in and flick it around. You know, who
All right.
really cares? You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. But now the game plan's gonna be against him. This and that. You know, it's gonna be focused on
it's
him.
going to be a W, and it's going to be a solid W. It's not like they got some lucky calls. No, it's going to be like, you know what? Baker's the guy.
So Andy thinks the Browns have arrived, and Sam is taking the wait and see approach.
Yeah.
All right, so Jimmy G tears his ACL on a questionable play where he chose to stay in bounds and cut up field. Here we go. He gets chased out the pocket here, makes a nice move. He's coming down. Right here, he should run out,
Yep.
steps up field. Right there, tears the
And
ACL.
even when he came back, he still had time to go out, but instead
Yeah.
he chose to
He turned it up.
try to take the hit.
So that's where it tears on the little power step there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when he planted.
It could have happened on the next play, hiking the ball, stepping back. That's my opinion on it. I don't think you can say somebody made a
Yeah.
bad play. He
Yeah, like
should
you
have
never
went
know
out of
where
bounds.
injuries are gonna happen.
This was a stupid play only because he stayed in bounds with a guy that there was nowhere else to go. He should
Yeah,
have
he
got out
should
of
have
bounds.
went
I
out.
mean, there was like just right there, just
And
they
that
were running away, there was
and
three
that was
trees.
his throwing shoulder when
And
he
this
took the
is
hit.
Mahomes right here, keeping it hot. He got 3 touchdown passes. All right, Kelsey is just like that's his new favorite target. Everybody thought it was Hill because of week 1.
No, it's still
Kelsey,
Hill.
Kelsey's the
It's
problem.
still Hill.
Yeah, Hill got-
Kelsey is
Hill-
like the safety blanket. You know what I'm saying?
Hill is the
Well, yeah, he also missed a deep throw to Hill where Hill. This was amazing here. Where he had 2 people on him and the balls just got tipped out of Hill's hands and it was another like 60-yarder. This is a great play here because he keeps going.
That's kind of like a rumble play, like so you have to go back from the pocket.
But he had to though because the guy was coming out on him. So yeah, no, that was a great play. Mahomie, he's on my fantasy football teams, averaging about 50 points a game, fantasy points. So are you guys ready to lose to Mahomies?
So like we're all like, I think there's like
One guy that's
there's like 6 of us with a 2-1 record.
yeah.
I'm 3-0, buddy.
No, you lost the first
You
one.
lost to me. But Daniel is the highest scoring.
Yeah,
Oh, by like 1,000 points.
Dude, by a lot. Like he is outscoring all of us. Like again, like I knew my win was just a lucky.
And I
just
left
wanted to
Robert
win.
Woods on the bench this week who had 40 fantasy points. Oh man.
Yeah.
I could have destroyed Jordan. I did, but I could have he could have quit.
I'm the
He could have been like, yo, I'm not playing fantasy football anymore.
I'm the lowest scorer of the 2-1 guys.
They are tearing.
The lowest scorer.
ACLs are tearing like paper, Michael.
Yeah, ACL is like the Tommy John.
So this was a good game. I watched this game. I like to watch rookie quarterbacks in their first game to see if they have some promise. I think Josh Allen does. Buffalo stunned Minnesota. It was a great game, and he had me hyped. I call him the white Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Look at this kid.
He's not
Look at
as
this
big.
kid.
He's not as big.
He's not.
He's like
He's just
6'6".
about.
He's about
yeah,
6'6".
all he needs to do is put on maybe 20 pounds.
Yeah, see, so he's not as big. Like I think what news like what?
Man, he's
250?
hurdling dudes. This was good here. The defense stepped up really big too.
Wait,
I really think Minnesota was more worried about this Green Bay game they have coming up.
Like the college effect looking ahead.
You mean the Rams game?
The Rams game. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, because I think road teams have a bad record on Thursday nights.
Yeah, so they're just more looking forward to that. So.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at this kid. He's slinging, man. Finding open people, play faking. Like he's. Did we have the hurdle? Did you have the hurdle?
It's this one right here.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Come on, this guy's like 6'6".
Woo!
That's all right.
But he got caught in it.
That's baby Cam.
Well, he probably plays with Jays though, right? It's all about.
It's all about the shoes.
It's all about the
But
shoes.
look, off the run,
No,
like, he
look at
looks
that.
comfortable.
Damn! Look at that.
Coaches would just, this is what makes me mad about coaches. Like, you had this kid and you're playing Nathan Peterman.
I mean,
Like,
to do it against a Minnesota defense, that is legit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Nathan Peterman is so bad that when you mess up at your job, they call it a Peterman.
Peterman job.
This was Vegas' biggest straight up winner. They were a 17-point underdog.
Yeah, this was
NFL's biggest straight up winner.
$100 would have won you like $2,300.
Yeah, it's probably somewhere around there.
Like, this is ridiculous. All right, so
Man.
up next, this is the
Hot topic.
let's see, how can we word? I want to say this is making the NFL soft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the we're just making the NFL soft here with these plays. Clay Matthews basically does his job, gets a sack, and gets a penalty 2 weeks in a row, and it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad for the league.
Yeah.
You can't really do much else. They wrap up in the midsection,
Yeah.
goes to the ground to make sure it's a tackle, and stays off of him.
It's not just making the NFL.
And this is not one either.
Here's a wrap up. Kept his head in the shoulder. Make sure he's down. Get off of him. No weight put on him.
It's they're specifically making quarterbacks look soft.
I really
Man.
don't know.
They're trying to protect them a lot.
Unfortunately,
You know what I
he's going
mean?
in a direction. I think a lot of people don't.
I know what I'm waiting for.
I think they're getting soft. And,
A decline
the only thing hard about this
penalty.
league
All right,
is
just
to find
you
somebody.
know what I'm saying. I'm waiting for the
The
quarterback.
coach, the coach was like, you know what? That was clean. Decline.
Yeah, exactly.
That would
I'm
be
waiting
huge.
for that moment.
That
All right.
would be huge.
It's an automatic. That's the only problem with that. It's an automatic.
That's automatic first down 15.
Yeah, you can't decline it. There's penalties that are automatic,
Oh yeah.
and that's an automatic.
Oh, okay,
assessment.
okay.
Yeah, so that's the only thing wrong with that.
Oh,
The
okay.
coach is going.
Because I remember playing on Madden, like some of the late hits, you know what I'm saying, you can actually decline it.
Well, a roughing the passer,
Oh,
you
yeah?
can't. You can never decline a roughing the because it's a yellow flag. The only time you can decline a
All
roughing
flags are yellow.
the only except for soccer, right? The
Oh,
only
you
time,
get cards.
There's a card.
time out. The only time you can decline a roughing the passer is when you have a positive game.
That
What-
normally adds on though. They add on to that.
Yeah, but if you get a positive, like so, say I get a 15-yard play, right? I can choose to decline it if the spot is more advantageous for me without, you know what I'm saying? But now they'll add it, like you said, they'll do the
Yeah.
addition.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not.
No, roughing the passers always add on. You know what? This is when we
It's like a
phone.
personal foul.
This
It's a
is
personal
when we
foul,
phone in Gene. What's his name?
Or Paul, what's his name?
No, it's Gene and it starts with the S.
I don't know, Saboteur or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where we phone Gene.
Who cares?
We don't have
Alright.
his number though. So
Why is that
Yeah.
the kind of jeans you wear?
So let me ask you your opinion on this, Andy, and then I'll come over to you, Sam.
Okay, cool.
So Aaron Rodgers and a couple of the quarterbacks actually think that it is being played too soft and called too much. What is your opinion on it?
it's way too soft.
Yeah.
Those to me again, I am just a amateur from a officiating level, and I watch football recreationally. That does not look like roughing the passer. I mean, that feels like that is a textbook tackle, right? Like you didn't hit him low. That's a foul.
It's everything that they're asking you to do, and he got a flag.
Yeah, like he didn't, helmet to helmet, didn't like horse collar him. Those are the obvious ones.
He
right?
didn't launch, you know what I'm saying?
The ball was not out.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, yeah, that's soft.
So what do you think?
Oh yeah, man.
You're in agreement?
Hell yeah, man. Come on, it's like I said, you ask him to do everything, to not try to, I don't know, whatever, but.
If it's gonna benefit my team, I won't complain about it. If it hurts my team, then I'll
I don't know. It's just
I'll stay impartial.
It ruins It's just
It does. It ruins the
a
game.
good play. You
It
know what I'm
ruins the
saying?
game.
Like
Yeah.
when somebody makes a good play, you want that person to be rewarded,
All right.
not
Well,
penalized.
So this is a sad topic for me. My New England Patriots.
Are
Lost.
not in first place.
It's okay. It's okay. It's early in the season. They've had this happen to them before, like when Kansas City beat them up 2 years ago in Kansas City and Russ shot at them 45 to like 7.
What's that?
Uh,
Last season in the opener, right?
No, that was 2 years ago. And the opener was to Buffalo?
Last season, but
No. It wasn't Kansas City, though, in the opener.
Was it Miami? I know
No.
sometimes they don't play Miami.
No, it was Kansas City in the opener last year.
Yeah, on a Thursday night.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt.
on a Thursday night.
September,
Yeah, I remember that.
You're right. So, yeah, you're right. All right, so anyways, they're getting beat up. Oh, this is Tennessee Titans and Jaguars. We'll just skip over. Okay, so Jaguars beat the Patriots, and then they get beat by the Titans. So we don't know who they are either.
They got a hangover. They were
That's what you
part
call
of
it?
yeah.
Marcus
When you lose the next week after a big win, it's a hangover loss.
Marcus Mariota has nerve damage in his elbow. Can't really throw the ball. So he's just throwing 5-7 yard dump offs. He can't really run right now. Like he's in pain, and he came in because the backup quarterback got hurt by the Jags.
Wow.
So Jaguars should have like scored 40 points on him.
Yeah, this is why I don't understand, NFL sometimes.
That's where it comes to the coaching, man.
You got to get him ready to play.
Like Bortles looked good against the Patriots. Like he looked good, and then against the Tennessee defense, and he's throwing up to them like crap.
Tennessee defense is real though. They're just bad at one-on-one coverage, and they didn't play enough. If they would have spread Tennessee out and played man-to-man, they would have scored 30 points on them, just like Miami did. The reason they didn't do that is because they chose to focus on just the run game with no Fournette. So it just didn't make sense.
Nah.
It was bad game planning. Okay, cue the video of the Gronk spike on Joe Hayden. Oh yeah, you guys, Michael's the one that sent me that video. He's one, the video I sent you in the Slack. Yeah, he was like, cue that up.
Yeah, I got that on Messenger, but
No.
Oh yeah, he did the elbow drop. Right?
Yeah, he did the spike.
The animation, he hit the player.
I didn't send it to you.
Oh okay.
So that's my fault. All right, so now we'll move. So, anyways, Pat's off to a slow start. What do you think? Are they gonna be okay or
Fine.
they'll be fine? Where are you at?
Panic time. I mean, like
Okay, panic time.
Man,
tell me
it's-
why. Elaborate quickly.
the receivers, they just no playmakers, man. No playmakers.
Josh Gordon.
Edelman comes back next week, and Josh Gordon is getting healthy.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
But as of right now, you know what I mean?
It's panic time.
It's yeah, you got to get that win.
Understood. Okay, so Steelers versus Bucks.
Oh, hold on. Hey, what's up, Adam? I play poker with Adam. He's on the he's on the.
Hey, AT, what's going on?
He's on. Adam's a really good poker player.
Is he any relation to Sweeney Todd?
I don't know.
Do we have to be careful with him?
No, we don't.
Okay.
He'd be alright.
All right, so he's all right. All right, so we are on the Steelers and the Bucks Monday Night Football. That was a great game.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good game.
It was funny. Andy says, "Oh, no more Fitz magic." Comes back and throws a touchdown. No, that was in Detroit beating the Patriots. It's okay.
Yeah.
We can watch my team get beat up for a second while we transition. We can talk about the terrible protection offline. We can talk. Look at this. Look at this. This is where Rex Burkhead. Is this where he got injured for his neck?
Yeah, look at he makes a good play and
And then he's on injured reserve right now. He is.
it's crazy, yeah.
And then boom, that was a nice play. James White is like the best receiver we have right now. You know, Gronk's like triple teamed every time. And Detroit, they're going to throw it 50 times a game, and they have 3 really good receivers.
And
Excuse me.
this game was the first time the Lions had a 100-yard rusher.
Yeah, Kerryon
Yeah.
Johnson. He looks really good. But
He's a rookie. He's a rookie
See,
too.
on a play like that, that's usually when I see a deep ball from Brady, but it was just
there was nobody there. Well, Philip Dorsett also did not watch. Here's a Philip Dorsett play where he could have, like, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? You know what I'm saying? Like, he threw the ball to you in your pocket, and you just ran past it. So,
You know who was the last Lions
That was
who
a mess.
rushed for 100 yards?
they
probably said
Reggie
it.
Bush.
Reggie Bush, man.
Reggie
Reggie Bush.
Thanksgiving game.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's
It's crazy. Reggie
Okay.
Bush, man. What
So now we're on the Steelers and Bucks game. There's 2 parts to this. So like I said, Andy said no more Fitz magic.
I mean, he did lose some of it. Like some of those picks were bad.
Some of them were tips. Some
There
of
was
them
a
were
few
people
tips.
not running routes.
But that pick 6 was terrible.
Whoa, look at this.
That pick 6 was kind of like the some of the throws at the Arkansas story.
Yeah, but I think that a play in the game, a big moment in the game was the moment that Deshaun Jackson's punt return got called back.
Yeah, because they could have won the game.
Yeah, you know what I'm
They
saying?
had
That
a
was
chance.
huge,
That
man.
was big field position.
That was a turning point. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It kind of broke the spirit.
It did. Man.
And
This one.
this is great right here, yeah.
No.
Get off
man.
of me. Jesse James.
That's not Jesse James, it's Vance McDonald.
Oh, Vance McDonald.
Jesse James couldn't run that far.
Wrong guy.
Jesse James is like 7'4". He's a giant.
Wrong guy.
He was like almost 7 feet, like 6'10".
Damn.
Yeah, you know, Juju has been a really
Juju has stepped up.
he has been really good for AB. You know, but yeah, this part here is very interesting. So Le'Veon Bell refuses to show up. There's a couple caveats to this. So every week is basically $1 million off of his contract that he doesn't make, and other teams don't have to pay him because the teams that trade for him will pay a prorated fee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so their best bet is to trade for him in week 5 or 6. Right?
Yeah.
If you trade for him in week 5 or 6, he reports to a team that he wants to be at, then you're only going to pay, you know, whatever that. What is the difference with that? The 17 games, so
16 games.
The
17 weeks.
weeks, right?
Yeah.
So yes,
16 games.
but you get a paycheck even on your
Yeah,
bye
yeah,
week.
they-
So he gets 17. So whatever he'll have 11/17 of payment left.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean that's good for a team as an investment for a single year because when can they get a player that good that cheap to help them for a playoff run or something like
Depends
that?
on what they're giving up.
Well, but here's the thing,
know?
though. You know, like you see this a lot
But he's a game breaker. You know,
in baseball,
no.
where you trade for somebody to help you in the pennant run. But
Right.
you don't see that too much in football.
Because the game's too
It's a
complex.
system.
The game's
It's a
too
system.
complex. Yeah.
Um,
You see it in like hockey and maybe basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, basketball.
Yeah,
as
basketball,
well.
hockey,
I
and
think
baseball do that.
I think the 49ers should make a move for him. I think the 49ers or the Texans should make a move for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam Todd agrees with me that Patriots will be fine. Yeah, so real quick on this, you know, speaking of this Bell trade,
What up?
James Harrison came out.
Yeah.
Did you guys read the article?
No.
So James Harrison came out and said, if I was Le'Veon Bell, I would come back, go through practice, and then on Saturday, I'll tell them I don't feel well. I pulled something. So he's telling a guy to come in, get his money. I don't have a problem with that. But then faking an injury so then he doesn't actually have to be in the game, but still getting paid. There's a lot of heat on that. What do you guys think of that?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I don't like that, but at the same time, the ownership's messing with him too. You know what I mean? They don't want to pay the dude.
I think if
He
you do
deserves
that,
more than that,
I think
man.
if you do that, you would also scare other teams away.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, for your future, because it's just like, well, first off, I mean, he's already having a dark cloud because, hey, you know what? If you know we pay him, he wants a raise, and then we don't give it to him, he may not show up, right? So there's already that dark cloud over him, and then now you come in and you fake an injury. That's like a integrity thing. So,
Now see,
what's your take on this?
The
thing?
only cloud that I see around him is you making it rain at the strip
No,
club,
yeah,
man.
I knew that was
It's the only cloud I see, man.
All right, so he's given the Steelers the last 4 or 5 seasons been the most productive player in the NFL.
Yep.
Not position, most productive player. You know, over 1,000 yards every year. Between
400 plus touches.
Yeah,
between 70 and 80 receptions every year. 10 plus touchdowns. It doesn't get more productive than Le'Veon Bell. So for anyone to sit there and criticize the man for taking a stand and what he believes
Oh, I'm not
that he's
criticizing him
earned,
for that.
Yeah.
I won't go that route. I completely fault the team.
Yep.
I think the team doesn't know what they have, and it's proving on the field. While Big Ben and Antonio Brown can eat up a lot of that, they can only do so much. And as you go further into the season without having that third dimension and only having those being a two-dimensional team, you are going to run into some problems when teams get better and aren't able to key in on what you're doing consistently week after week. So you will feel those effects as it goes on. And James Conner has been a great serviceable back.
I have him on my teams.
He'll
He's
get neutralized. He'll get neutralized.
He's not Le'Veon Bell.
He's not.
Le'Veon Bell's special. You can see it in the way he runs.
He's a 3-down back. He pass blocks. He can read blitzes and things like that. You know what I mean?
And he can catch out of the backfield.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to come out of the game.
Yeah.
Ever. So you just really need to realize that if you're making a trade for him, the man gave them everything for 4 years on the faith that they would pay him and show him some love, and he never got that. I'm not going to fault him for 3 weeks of saying, you know what, screw you. I'm not going to fault him for 9 weeks if he shows up week 10.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm not going to fault him. And anybody that does, what would you do in that position?
See, the thing is,
You know?
it's like, I'm glad he's kind of doing this because a lot of times, like, kind of like the strike and things like that, players cave in.
They buckle.
Player caves in.
You
The
gave
ownership has so much power.
You made him $50 million over
Yeah,
the last 5 years. I think
how many
it'd be okay for
people?
you.
How many people just they always they hold out like for example Earl Thomas hold out or they're not gonna give me a contract. You know what? Let me report to work.
Yeah.
Right.
See,
It happens
because
so much.
They cave in. Yeah.
I completely agree with you that
So
I love that
I'm
he's
glad
standing
to
up.
see he's not,
All
man.
right. Well, we're kind of in agreement, but Andy's kind of not. All right. So let's talk about
No,
the most fun
I
game.
don't disagree for him sitting out. I disagree with what Harrison
Oh, yeah,
says.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Coming to
Okay.
work and then faking the injury. I have no problem with
Thank
him
you for
standing
clearing
out.
that.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah, hey, Le'Veon Bell, send me to. Hey, what's up? All right,
Send me a
next.
Michigan State
So
jersey.
right
Yeah.
now we're gonna go to the Atlanta-New Orleans game, which was the most fun game to watch this week.
Oh, yeah.
I have some things I want to ask you guys about it.
Yes, I have Calvin Ridley on my team.
Yes, you do. So as Calvin Ridley's getting those touchdowns and the defense still isn't keying in on him, are you just like freaking out on the couch, like he got another one? Like what's going through your head as you're watching this go down?
No, I actually didn't get to watch the game, but I got the notifications.
Yeah, all the updates.
Yahoo Sports letting me know. And you know what? It's a double dip for me because I have Matt Ryan, because I sat Aaron Rodgers. I have Matt Ryan.
On your other league, though, right?
Yeah, it's my other league.
All right, 'cause I got Matt Ryan on my team, man.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. Hey, if y'all need a screenshot, I can show it anytime. Right? Matt Ryan to Calvin Ridley. And it just kept popping up.
Yeah.
I was like, is this the same thing? No, it's not. I have 3 different notifications.
So Sam, the question I have for you is, what's wrong with Julio Jones and touchdowns?
He's just something smells at the end zone, you know.
You don't like it?
Something smells there, you know.
I don't like his game tape.
You know what it is?
I watch NFL Game Pass. I pay the $20 a month. Okay, I go back and I watch the coach's tape on a lot of these games because I gamble. You know, like I do homework. So when I watch the game tape, and I said this on the Slack, on the Zoom chat last night that when we were talking, was he gets the ball and as soon as he's running into contact, even through open space, he falls. He just goes down. He doesn't want to take a hit. He doesn't want to hit nobody. He doesn't want to power through for the next 10. He doesn't. It's just like I feel like he plays a really soft game.
There's only one reason for that.
He's trying to save himself for a longer career.
Yeah. Well, it's not that. It's not that. The only way to correct this is the only way to correct this. Hey, Julio Jones, look at me.
Go to the Cowboys.
No. The only way to correct this is you need to go back to cornroll Julio Jones.
Oh, okay.
That's
all
the
right.
only way to fix this problem because he was a beast when he came into the league, and then now he's just. I'm
a
catching
great
the ball
receiver.
for 150 yards,
he's a
no
great,
touchdowns.
He's a great possession receiver.
Yeah, but the thing, that's not him though. He is a complete package.
Well, he's showing me that he's a possession receiver.
Well, yeah, that's what he's showing.
On-
I mean,
on the game
seriously,
film.
one game, Calvin really caught as many touchdowns as he did all of last season. So it's not like Matt Ryan can't find the receiver in the end zone, or he can't put his receiver in that position to find the end zone. It's just that
He don't throw good end zone balls either. He throws floaters.
cornroll Julio Jones needs to come back.
Yeah, there's so
That's
many,
the new hashtag.
There's so many
Cornroll.
Wait,
What's a good one?
You gotta think about it. Not now. Not now.
All right, I'll be back. I'll think of something.
What
We
you
need a new
said,
hashtag.
it's true though, man. I mean, every time I watch a Falcons game, it's like there's so many red zone field goals. It kicks so many red zone field goals.
Yeah, that's
man.
been their biggest problem the last
Yeah.
couple seasons. And Julio Jones is too much of a weapon to
He's
not
so
be able to
tall. Why don't
properly
you throw a fade to him and see what's up?
The fades that he throws are even high for him. So it's just poor football in a critical situation over and over again. And Julio Jones is a possession receiver. Bernard, when you cut this, I want you to cut where I'm talking about Julio Jones is a possession receiver. I want that question. I want that put out because I believe he's a possession receiver. I don't believe he's a big game receiver.
He's a big game. Hey, cut that for me. Big game receiver. Cornroll Julio Jones only.
Taking this to another level, the receiver who I like and I talk about a lot is Michael Thomas on the other side. He is the most efficient wide receiver in the NFL, and NFL history for the start of the season as well.
He doesn't get talked about a lot.
He doesn't get talked about because he plays like a possession receiver who actually hits people and tries to get the extra yards.
What receiver on New Orleans has ever had any?
Yeah, I feel like at one point Willie Snead was good. Brandon Cooks, where it goes to Patriots,
Yeah.
they didn't utilize him. Rams, they're kind of using him, but not. He's no longer the Drew Brees version of Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
He's just like he could just be another guy.
No, I mean I like the way they use him.
He's good. He's good, but
I like the way they use him. They put him all over the field. They move him in the slot. He gets about 7 receptions a game. He's just not a touchdown scorer because he's little. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he puts up. I don't have any problems with the Rams implemented him. It's more, Michael Thomas is underrated. Like, of all the receivers
He's
this
underrated.
year, big name receivers: DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones, Odell Beckham Jr., Michael Thomas is having the best season of all of them.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of what I talked about early on in the preseason talk.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, I was right. And Julio Jones is a possession receiver.
Was it the unsigned? The 20
I'm just trying to drop it, you know what I mean? Because, like, a good thing that people do is you beat a joke in, and then even when it's dead, you bring it back.
Hey, I just have to let them know that.
Oh, who's that? That's Michael Thomas.
Yep.
Look at fighting for extra yards, right?
And let's show a clip of.
Here we go. Who's that? Look at Tekken Jr.
That's who's that?
I can't see through the circle here. So
Who that?
is this
Calvin.
Calvin?
Yep.
How come they're not throwing Julio fade routes
See,
like
yeah.
that?
Oh, look at that
That
dance.
That was a wheel route.
You see that dance? That was
Yeah.
like the dance from.
Is that Fortnite?
Fortnite. Come on, you play that.
I know. I don't play anything with bad graphics. I'm a graphics now. Look at him. How he comes out of a catch, already ready to move. Do you have any Julio Jones in here? Nope, because he caught 5 receptions for 98 yards.
Look at that.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was a tight end.
He's the oldest tight end in the league.
Watson.
Oh no, Antonio Gates is. He's the second oldest. Look at Ridley, man. Look at him. He's fighting. Look.
He's slowed down. He's already just slowing down.
Yeah, he's that fast though. He could do that. He played for Clemson, was it? Ridley?
Nah, Alabama.
Alabama? Okay.
So they got Alabama with Julio
I haven't
Jones
seen
too.
one Julio Jones catch in any of these clips.
I think there's only one of
them.
them. So this is another Calvin one.
The third touchdown one?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
better for us.
No, it's a passenger. That's been a pretty highly called thing this season as well. It's been called a little much. Oh, tight end Hooper, or is that? No, that's the Ridley one. That was a Ridley touchdown.
Back in,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's the toughest division in the NFL, in my opinion.
No, I mean that looks like pretty stacked, right? Any of these teams could
Can
win
win
it.
it, yeah.
Yeah, and it's been like every year someone has won it different.
I would say Tampa Bay is probably the biggest faker in here. Like, we still gotta see.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
New Orleans can win it all. Carolina can. So can Atlanta.
Yeah.
Atlanta was just in the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
So on that note, real quick before we move on,
Conference.
James Winston or Ryan Fitzpatrick, just pick one.
Fitzmagic next week,
All right,
but
cool.
At least.
That's all we.
yeah,
need to know.
yeah, one more.
All right, Dallas is defenseless in Seattle.
Man, I feel like I could put Dallas in the loser corner every week. Like, damn, they just look so bad.
That's a sleepless in Seattle reference.
Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan.
Earl Thomas.
You've
Earl
got
Thomas
mail?
made sure he
Other one?
showed up for this.
Other ones you got mail with them?
You got mail.
That was when the email became a thing.
You got mail.
What did you say? That was a big annual billion, man, for a banquet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean Dallas, they came in hot on defense. Came to Seattle. Russell Williams. Russell Wilson has done this to them several times. The best year was 2 years ago when Dallas went up to Seattle when they still had the Legion of Boom and Dallas won.
That was a big win.
Yeah, it was a big win, but other than that, and that was like a 24-21 win. But Seattle, they have athletes, you know what I mean? So it's like if you have a slower defense, they're gonna chop you up.
Oh, hey, all right. So if I told you one person got hurt from Dallas, who would you name? Right off the top, Daniel.
Sean Lee.
Yep.
He's always hurt, man.
Exactly.
I was gonna say Terrell Williams. So they both always hurt, right? So
No, man, you know the Dallas O line is really missing. I think it's Frederick, right? The center. He's got some illness. I mean,
isn't it like a nerve?
yeah, like it's like some like rare like illness. But I mean, they're really missing him because the line looks like a mess.
Zeke has been balling through that.
I think Zeke is leading the league in rushing, but you would never know it.
And
Like
he-
I watch all the Cowboys game and I would never know
And
that
he's
he was
averaging
leading.
17 points a game in fantasy without getting touchdowns and stuff. So, I mean, to have a floor of 17 points like he does, it's a pretty good pick in fantasy. We can move on to the NBA talk.
This is gonna be a good
Yeah.
one.
So, Jimmy Butler, JB, wants to be traded to either Brooklyn,
Big market.
Miami.
No, Miami was never on that list.
He said that today.
He said it today.
He said that today. Or the Clippers.
You better,
Clip
run,
joint?
you better run that through Dwayne Wade.
So, yeah, I don't think Dwayne Wade wants him in Miami with the whole Gabrielle Union debacle.
I mean, he's not even invited to the barbecue. You think he wants to get invited to the HQ?
Sammy boy, Butler, should he shut up and play, or should he be like? I mean, he's in a good. They have good players, a good coach, and he's over here making drama.
But relationship with teammates is toxic right now.
Well, when you're smashing teammates' girlfriends,
Exactly, man. It's time to go.
that's the rumor report. The rumor
Yeah.
report, and it's not corroborated. We don't really know.
I don't know either,
Is
but
that Jimmy Butler? He didn't just like sleep with her. He blew her back out. Apparently, was the quote.
Blew her back out.
And that was Karl Anthony Towns' fiance or girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with NBA players and sleeping with other NBA players' girls, man. Like, there's enough to go around. Like, you're NBA players. You go
Hey.
to different cities.
It's an NBA lifestyle, bro.
Like, yo, son, can I smash? Like, no, dog. Like, I don't want to be where you've been. No, you cannot smash.
Hey, before y'all get to me, I'm gonna do a quick timeout. There were some comments. Adam wanted me to trade Matt Ryan. Adam, I picked him up from waiver. Aaron Rodgers is my quarterback. I just put him in because
Joke
Rodgers is
like
kind of
that.
hurt. And then what else is there? Julio's a big play, red zone threat.
red zone, yeah, threat, but not
Yeah, he-
he's not
Unless
reality.
The one rolls come back.
He's a threat.
Yeah, it's just,
Adam,
he's
I
only
respected
threat.
a lot of what you wrote on there until you said he was a red zone threat. He's a possession receiver.
He's a threat.
I've already established this. You know what? We're going to have Andy cut clips of the last 3 games for Atlanta for all of Julio Jones' catches, and you'll see they're all possession catches. I'm just going to drive the point home. I'm going to drive it home. Just like Antoine Walker was right that LeBron should have went to the Celtics. I'm going to drive the point home.
Drive the point. All right, so back on topic.
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
Whoa.
But Butler has to get traded.
Yeah, right? He's talking too much?
Yeah. Like I think it's one of those things where like the relationship is not repairable at this point.
Yeah,
Tim-
Irreconcilable.
Yeah.
Every time you walk into the locker room, dude smash your girl out better than you. Like, yeah, that's
the guy.
You can't do that.
Yeah, like
You're gonna be every time you're gonna be like,
the ball ain't coming to Butler.
yeah, that dude.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
you gotta go, man.
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
gotta go.
I drill Sam all
yeah.
day. We just-
No. Tip trying to make him come back, reconsider. No, and here's the deeper dive into this.
Okay.
Is this gonna cost Thibodeau his job?
Who can they get for Jimmy?
Not much at this point because he wants to go to certain cities.
Send him to Boston and get Tatum.
Oh,
Send everybody to Boston.
no.
Send the squad.
No.
Or I would give up Jaylen Brown for Jimmy Butler on that team.
No. I mean,
How you
like,
gonna tell me no? It's my team. You don't have to like it.
I'm a GM though. I'm a GM for
Armchair
hire.
He's a
GM.
game manager. He's a game
A
manager.
game manager.
He's the manager,
He's
kind of
Alex
like
Smith.
that one movie, Step Brothers. I manage a team.
Fantasy football game. That was good, Sam. All right, so where do you think he should go, real quick, and what do you think he should be doing?
I mean, I guess, I haven't really studied up for it, but I think the most attractive package I've seen is from Brooklyn, where they give them Allen Crabbe, which is a shooter. I don't think Minnesota has any shooters, so I mean, that could be an
Andrew
knockdown
Wiggins.
guy.
Shoots all the
Man,
shots.
no,
Shoots all the shots.
he's not a
Kobe
knockdown
Bryant.
guy. He's not a knockdown guy.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember about Wiggins is those like bright green shoes.
If Kobe was a soda, then Andrew Wiggins would be the diet version.
Jeez.
I think that's too much credit.
He would be the 0-calorie version.
Woo. Yeah, light and zero.
He'd be Diet Coke Zero.
No, he'll be
I can't
diet
drink
water.
that stuff.
Is
Yeah.
what Wiggins would
Water's
be.
good for you though. You can't give him if you're insulting him. You can't give him.
Yeah.
Apple.
Diet water?
Diet. He seltzer water, if anything, because it tastes terrible. All right, so Wiggins and Steven Jackson. You can go into this. I didn't really follow it.
Yeah, me neither, man.
Yeah. So
This how the conversation should have went with
Andrew Wiggins and his brother when Andrew found out his brother sent out that tweet about hallelujah and all that, right? I'm Andrew Wiggins. Stay big, bro. I don't think you should have sent that tweet out. Why you say that? Shit, 'cause you know, Jimmy Butler, man, he played with a lot of heart. He played hard, he played with a lot of heart. And I ain't got no heart. You know, on social media to talk about Jimmy, we lose him, my team ain't got no heart. Now, if you want to take me to the Wizard, and help me find
to the Wizard.
I love Steven Jackson though, man. I always laugh.
I ain't got no heart.
Oh, I love Steven. He's so good. He's good on TV too.
Take that back. I'll help me find the other big road, take me to the Wizard, man. Cause shit, I ain't got no heart at all. That's why I keep just playing.
Look, that goes right in line with me calling him a diet player.
no, it is.
Because he's a good player.
The thing about the Minnesota squad.
Loving that wave cap though.
Yeah.
Oh, Steven Jackson, man. He's from the 90s, bro. Like, player.
Hey, no joke. Hey, no joke.
That's fresh. I like that.
I hope nobody gets offended, but no joke. Back in elementary school,
You had one?
I wore.
Why would that's a time out. That's a normal Asian city thing
It's
to
a
do.
true story.
That's
It's a true
Yeah,
story.
it is, but
like
I'm
inner
not-
city Asians.
They're trying to match it. They're trying to match it.
Philly. There's old pictures.
Yo,
I get it.
that's normal
but
shit
I'm
for
like
Asian
imagining a
people.
miniature him.
Yeah. Like Chef Lou half the size. Chef Lou divided by 2, half the size.
We need a photo.
With the do-rag. No, there's no photos. Back then we didn't have smartphones. And
Hey,
stuff.
if there's no pictures, it never happened.
No, dude. My friend Corey, look, no joke. Like I asked him, like Corey was my African American friend.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, hey man, let me wear that. Cause he would wear it during recess. Like, you can't wear it in class. He wore it during recess. I'm like, hey, let me wear that. And he let me wear it. But that was the only time I ever wore it. Because you know what? Not gonna lie, there was a lot of grease on my forehead.
It was juicy.
Yeah, there was a lot of grease on my forehead afterwards.
It was an Asian gang back in Worcester called something Tigers.
Uh-huh.
And they used to all rock the do-rag and shit like that. But people don't want to fuck with them because they would act like they knew martial arts.
They're faking the funk.
Yo, I mean, straight up. Yeah. So people would mess with us.
Watching this kung fu movies now.
Yo, for real. Yo, these dudes were just like, nah,
Like, if you
man.
start like, holy shit, nah, we got
You know,
it.
and,
No, we out. We out.
and they were known.
Hey, we had the wrong block. We had the wrong Chinese restaurant. Let's go.
And they were known for carrying knives.
Newborn tigers is what Silla said.
Newborn. There you go. See, he got my back. See, that's why it's good to have somebody from the.
Oh,
from back home.
NBC, yeah, they had.
Yep. Yo, he remember.
They had a
Yo,
couple tracks, or at least I think they did.
that must be like a popular name then.
Yeah,
All right, so we are on to my boy Kyrie says.
Hey, Jordan said miniature Andy. You mean Andy?
I didn't see it.
We met Andy Jr. man. Andy when he was 4 foot Andy.
No, 4 foot Andy was middle school. This is part like 3 foot Andy. This is part 3 foot Andy.
He was in the yard riding them slides.
Yeah.
So, on the monkey bars, holding it down, son.
Dude, remember the first time I was on the monkey
Okay,
bars?
hold it right now.
Man, I fell down. I didn't know what to do.
He was rocking that do-rag trying to
Yeah.
be home.
The do-rag got in the way. I couldn't see the next bar, you know?
All right. So Kyrie, can they beat the Warriors in 7 games? The Celtics.
No.
All right, you're wrong.
I just don't see it happening.
You already know my answer.
You think, oh yeah, you're a Golden State fan. You're biased. You're wrong. I'm biased.
No. Hey,
I'm biased.
Can we
we
just
can't have this conversation.
No. Let's just break down the matchup. Let's just break down the matchup.
But look, he played against them. 2 straight finals. They won and won. He was the difference in one of them.
Mm-hmm.
They played with less talented players on that Cleveland team. Him and LeBron were basically because Kevin Love. I'm sorry, Kevin Love. You're dead weight. You're dead weight.
He's a max contract dead weight.
Yeah, you're dead weight, man. You're
And he's good for one good game, one series.
Like if I'm going down in a boat, I don't want Kevin Love anywhere near me because I feel like he's gonna be like, I can't swim. He's trying to hold on to you, drag you down. Like I don't want Kevin Love anywhere near me. Like I'm good. There's just certain people that like I just don't need that negative energy around me. All right. And Kevin Love is one of them players with Andrew Wiggins syndrome. No heart.
No heart.
no.
No heart. So he's off to see the Wizard as well. He needs some courage, is what he needs.
No. Let's have a serious
liquid courage.
Let's have a serious discussion about this because, like, I think on paper, if you look at it, like, it looks like a pretty good matchup, right? But look, let's just break it down. Let's just go position by position. The Lou Rag.
The Lou Rag.
Hashtag alert.
The Lou Rag.
All right, so position by position, point guard, Curry versus Kyrie.
I will say that's a push. We'll give that a wash.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Shooting guard, Klay Thompson and it'll be Gordon Hayward now.
Clay,
yeah, man.
Klay. Okay. Small forward is gonna be Kevin Durant versus Jason Tatum.
Durant.
Okay. And then you're gonna go power forward. You're gonna put Draymond Green, but
well, you probably have to do Draymond versus Tatum,
and
then small forward would be Kevin and Jalen.
I like that matchup.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm still taking Kevin there.
Yeah.
I probably would put Kyrie at shooting guard so he doesn't have to really play defense, and I probably would put Jalen on Klay for the jump shots. And I mean, they have plenty of versatility, both teams. You know what I mean? So
on
really
paper, if you go through 1 through 5, Golden State wins it.
Well, who's Golden State's 5? DeMarcus Cousins at that point?
I mean, like, when you're talking about beating them in Game 7, you're talking the finals. So yeah,
so
DeMarcus will be
Cousins
back.
will be back, right?
Yeah.
But we don't know how that fits, or even if he can get back in time. So
I think DeMarcus is a big man that will share the ball. So I don't know if he'll fit as flawlessly as when KD came in, but I think he'll be fine. Like obviously, there's gonna be like some glitch and some chemistry issues, right off the bat. But I don't think it's gonna be like a problem. This makes them that much better. Yes, they'll probably have him for like 20 games plus the playoffs, or maybe like 10 games plus the playoffs. That's all you need him for. Like he's on a low contract.
If
It's
he
not
fits,
like
though, if he fits, that's the whole thing. Does he fit?
He'll fit.
So Sam, do you think? And you want to elaborate, or you want to move on?
Elaborate. Well, what specifically? Oh, yeah.
You went for a beer break.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm done. Yeah, I mean,
okay,
I
MLB.
just,
We'll move on to what you like to talk about.
yeah, he already said no.
All right,
yeah, I just don't think it happened.
Maybe he wanted to like drive the point home.
No, I mean, we yeah. It's,
All right,
I wish I had something else to say, but
That's all right. I'll start watching more NBA this season. All right, MLB playoff picture. All right, so there's some teams that are coming in red hot. Some teams that are kind of limping their way in. Why don't you give me some predictions, Sam, and then we'll go to Andy because he started the last segment.
predictions on like who's
Who's
going
gonna win? What? Like, yeah, talk to me about it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I see the Red Sox and Astros playing each other in the. If they don't get matched up right. Yeah, pitching, and they just both seem stacked. You know what I mean? They're just stacked.
Okay, who's the sleeper
Sleeper?
in the AL?
The AL. It's the A's, man.
The A's.
If they get past the
Yankees.
get the Yankees, I
The
get man.
Bombers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bronx
dude.
Bombers?
They could be. Yeah. I mean,
And the NL.
the NL sleeper, man. It's the Brewers, man.
I've been talking about that.
The
Anyways, go
Brewers,
ahead.
the Brewers, bro.
And all those trades they made. Remember we sat down and talked right down here, and I was like, "Yo, they made some power move trades."
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think besides the Brewers? Who's your like regular pick? The NL.
Dodgers, man. I think they still got
Los
the
Dodgers?
guns. Los Dodgers.
Those Dodgers.
Hey, Los Dodgers.
Sam and I are completely in line. It's gonna be Houston versus Boston. I think I'm gonna stick. I like Boston's the hotter team. They have it all, but you know what? I'm gonna stick my original pick preseason, which is Houston versus the Dodgers
Again.
With
the Dodgers winning this time? No. I don't know. I'm just put words in your mouth, man.
A World Cup episode.
No.
No. You think the
I think
Astros win it all again?
I think Houston would take it all again, and the reason I say the Dodgers is because like they're just not deep enough in their rotation. Kershaw's been a little funky,
Yeah.
like he's been hurt off and on. But then after Kershaw, there's no one that has been consistent all year. Like I'm excited about Bueller. I mean, like the
Walker
like,
Bueller?
Yeah, like I think this is probably like taking
What
the
if-
second year.
The NL's weak
So what
though.
about the NL? I know you picked the Dodgers.
Yeah, I
Who's
picked
your
the
sleeper?
Dodgers. My sleeper would be Atlanta because I bet you nobody's picking them.
Am I not sitting here? Did I not pick Atlanta since day
But
one?
I like Atlanta over
Have I not-
Milwaukee
never
as a
changed.
sleeper.
Man, I picked Washington to win the division, so hell I know.
I'm telling you, Atlanta just look too good. Their rotation seems suspect, but they have a good playoff rotation. I think it's going to be Atlanta and probably the Dodgers in that NL final. If it's not Atlanta and the Dodgers, then it's going to be Milwaukee and Atlanta.
Yeah, like I'm not very high on the Cubs this year.
Yeah, me either.
Me neither.
I'm not. And then in the AL, I'm a homer, so I'm just going to stay with my Boston pick. And
Can't go wrong with that.
I picked Boston and Atlanta at the beginning of the season, and I'm just going to stick with that.
Yeah, like I can't disagree with that, Boston.
Troy just texted me. He said Cleveland all the way.
What, like the Browns? The Browns?
I can't hate on the Indians. They have
Yeah,
good
man.
pitchers. They get slept on every year. Jose Ramirez have an MVP season, but Christian Yelich is on a tear. So it is what it is.
It's tough, man. Well, once you, I mean, baseball, it's like the only like series where it's like that first game, man. If you win or lose, that can dictate the rest of this.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about
crazy.
this. Let's talk about this. Disappointments in the MLB this season. Because everybody likes to get ragged on. So who was the biggest disappointment for you? And I think you already said it.
Washington, man.
Why?
Everybody was picking them to win the East, the NL East, and like they traded everybody away.
They blew it up.
Yeah, they blew it up, and
Yeah, I gotta agree.
last game,
They were supposed to do something special for Harper's walk year, and what they're gonna do is they're all gonna sit at home and watch the playoffs. Probably not even together.
Yeah. No, but really, my biggest disappointment was before the season even started. It's the Miami Marlins, man.
What
They
did
lost. They lost.
They traded.
Well,
I mean,
Jose Fernandez died in
No,
a
no,
bowl
but-
accident
but-
the year before.
but
He
then
was an
they
amazing pitcher.
traded. They traded Stanton, and then they drew 800,000, 81 home games. I'm sitting there. I mean, it was just such a disappointment for like just baseball in general. Just the Marlins were so bad.
Well, it's mismanaged, I would say, don't you?
Nah, it's
Whoa,
new.
what's going on there?
It's new ownership and everything.
That
You know
never
what I mean?
happens.
They're trying to work things out, but it's just
It is what it is.
it's
man.
just sad. It's just sad.
All right. Do you have any AL disappointments? Because both of you kind of went with the Nationals, and that's an NL disappointment.
Some AL
Seattle. No, it's NL.
Angels probably. If I had to say,
The Angels, yeah, we
they
talked
had
about that
hype.
last night.
They had some hype coming in.
Like they had hype, but I didn't think they were
Sorry.
gonna be good enough though. Like so for
They're
me,
really two players, right?
Yeah, like I mean they really just added
Ohtani.
one guy, right? So the hype was around Otani. That to me lived up to expectations. By the way, he's gonna have Tommy John.
Yeah, scheduled. Yeah.
But two players can carry a team. Like the Red Sox have three. If you consider, like you say, Sale,
two amazing
JD,
pitchers.
and Mookie Betts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
like
I mean,
when they
like-
have Maddox and what's his name with the
Glavine or something.
Tommy Glavine with the one arm, one hand, whatever. Left, I don't know. There was one guy that had one hand.
Glavine was the left-hander. Glavine was the left-hander. Yeah.
But I can't say it only takes two guys because like
Yeah.
just because we all know just like in football it's all about defense, in baseball it's all about pitching, right? You can have like the team that scores the most, but I mean if you're gonna have to outscore,
But for averaging 10 runs a game, and you gotta get a pitcher, and the pitcher has to do a complete game. So
Well, but
7
nobody
game
has averaged
series,
10 runs a
you can
game.
give up a game. I think Red Sox is 8.2, something crazy.
What?
Red Sox are like 8.2 right now.
they're having
Runs per game?
crazy
Yeah.
year. 8.2 sounds like a lot.
That's a lot.
I know. It
Hey
sounds like a
Michael,
lot.
check that fact.
Hey, you know what? Very few teams have scored 1,000 runs in a season,
Yeah.
and you need to average 1,000 runs. It's 6-point-something runs.
I'm telling you, they're averaging like
That's
8.2.
ridiculous.
They're averaging like 8.2.
The last
Look
team,
it
I
up.
think,
Just look it
if
up.
they scored 1,000
Google
runs
it.
this year, okay, all right, but
I know there was a point in the season where they were averaging over 8 runs a game, and
But-
it was like middle of the season.
the Indians of 1999 scored 1,000 runs, and that was the first one since like 1950 or something like that.
And when's the last time you checked that stat? Because I'm sure there's teams averaging 1,000 runs.
Last year, yeah,
I'm sure there's teams that are getting way close to that.
close to it, but
Even Oakland's averaging like 6.
Oh, you are so off.
Oh.
Real off.
Silver-
That's
Silver's
five,
trying
eight.
to check, too.
Eight sounded way too much. They're averaging 5.31.
yeah. 6 point something runs get you 1,000.
Yeah,
runs.
8
And that's
sounded way too
ridiculous.
They're
much.
at 5.3, so they're still ridiculous.
Yeah,
That could be one more hit, a triple.
But
to
you're
get
talking
you to
but that's 162 games, so you're 160 less than 1,000. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're 100.
That's still. I mean, they're. I don't know. I think you can beat a pitcher. I think you can beat a pitcher with that. I think you can beat a pitcher, especially over a 7-game series.
Yeah.
Even at 5 runs, because you're only giving up one game. It's one pitcher. Max 2 if he pitches in Game 7.
Well, no.
5 days rest.
But the thing is, when it comes to kind of like the strategy Cleveland used a couple years back, like your starter has a short, short leash. If there's any signs of trouble, bullpen's warming up, and you bring in like all the hard.
That's what the
guys.
Yankees are for, though. Like the Yankees have a really good bullpen.
They
That's why they got
do,
so far.
But the thing is, I feel like
Their starters don't get up to like 5-6 innings. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just gotta trust them.
Tanaka's been good this year.
Yeah, but
He's had some games. He's had some games where he's been bad.
Everybody's gonna have games where you get blown up.
They brought in
Straight right.
They brought in Jay Happ because he's supposed to be a Red Sox stopper.
We'll see what happens. Anyway, okay, so that's good on MLB predictions. All right, the fresh plugs. Got the tailgate going on?
Uh-oh.
Fresh plugs.
Fresh plugs?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Oh, we'll get there.
Oh. Fresh plugs?
You can still talk about it.
Yeah, Michael. Julio. He's supposed to be an ace, but he has not. Like for whatever reason, like he's just lost. He's kind of like Archer.
Julio
right?
Jones?
Yeah. He's kind of like Archer.
Archer, the secret agent cartoon show.
Yeah, no, like like Archer was supposed to be the stud for Tampa Bay. Had one good year, and then like after that, it's been a disappointment. Now he got traded.
I don't think
Julio,
Archer's been a
kinda same
disappointment.
thing.
I don't know. I guess me and you
I mean,
have
his ERA is like
different views.
4.50.
I mean,
As an ace, you can't have that.
I don't think he was really an ace this year. I think he just
No,
kinda,
not this year, but he is labeled as an ace. Like you get labeled as an ace, and you're still in your prime years. The ace label does not fall off.
Whatever.
Nobody's whatever.
Whatever. There's nothing to say. There's nothing to say.
Yeah. So the first plug this week is Sam, Chung, and myself will be at the Southwest Classic at Texas Stadium. Did they still call it Texas Stadium?
It's AT&T Stadium.
Oh, AT&T Stadium. Oh, my bad. I forgot about they sold the naming rights. Yeah, they sold the naming rights. But we will be there for a tailgate. We're going to try to get set up by 9.
Yeah, that's assuming we don't get
Yeah, we don't get
trashed Friday night.
Yeah.
You know, like
I would recommend not getting trash Friday night.
like knockout
But there's
bar.
going to be a lot of peer pressure there, baby.
Why? Good birthday.
And just other people there.
I mean, there's gonna be a lot of bottles popping, you know.
Yeah.
So
So you guys leaving Friday? What's the deal?
I'm leaving Saturday, but they're leaving Friday. Well, actually, I'm
We're
leaving
leaving Thursday.
Yeah, they're leaving Thursday. I'm leaving Friday.
Okay.
So you guys get a hotel for Friday?
What's that?
You getting a hotel for Friday?
Yeah, Will's got some
Something lined up.
Slick Will, he showed up at the party last week or the week before last, and he didn't hook something up.
Cool.
So whoever's in Dallas.
Yeah, I know there's gonna be a lot of people. Come through, hit us up, Facebook. We'll tell you where we're at.
You leaving Friday?
I'm leaving
I
Friday
might
night.
I might roll so you don't have to drive along.
I'm leaving
Yeah,
Friday night.
that's a rough drive.
6 hours.
Going through Oklahoma. Oh, that's the.
Dude, you know, like the drive from here to down to Dallas is like the boringest drive.
It's
Especially
all
at
the
night.
stops, the speed limit
It's just-
changes.
It's
45.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, like
I
you know,
got you.
whenever I used to make the drive up or the drive down before I
Just
moved
build me a
up here,
flying car already, damn it.
I
I
always
just needed
thought,
60 feet off the ground.
I always
not
thought
that
that Choctaw.
Yeah, see? 1999, and all those other teams are like, the most
Surprise.
recent is 1936.
And the Red Sox.
1950. 1950. Yeah.
You know, I always call it my pit stop.
A
Like,
thousand,
you go to the
a thousand
restroom.
runs is
But, you know,
an
there's a-
amazing feat. You know what I mean?
There's
Well,
a-
next segment.
There's a gas station out there, you know. I could go there. But you know, I'm like, yeah, I want.
All right, so no, they didn't, because Andy's losing his right now.
Mm-hmm.
His OCD is kicking in. I mean, not his OCD, his ADD. Too many whatevers. So Pats were going to trade Gronk to Detroit this season, and Gronk told them that he would retire before he got traded.
No value.
Not now. Now.
I mean, why would they want to trade him? He's still. I mean, give me a reason to trade him. Give me 3. I need 3. To trade a player that's a generational talent. I keep saying this. You don't trade generational talent.
They might be tired of this crap.
What crap? What has Gronk ever done?
Oh, I got 3. All right. I don't know. Because Sam just gave me the third one. Tired of his crap.
What's his crap? Give me. You can't just say.
His
No,
off-season-
crap is just labeled as crap. It can be
I'm
anything.
tired of your crap.
Yeah,
No,
it
I
can be
haven't.
anything.
You're gonna be like, what are you talking about? So give me his crap. What has Gronk
Hey,
done?
define crap, Sam. This is yours.
His partying, I think, man. His off-season
Party
partying
with porn stars.
at the Playboy Mansion and his emulating WWE moves.
He's single, under 30. He's single, under 30. He's never been arrested. Doesn't get in trouble with the law. Hasn't gotten into a fight at any party or anything like you see all these other athletes do.
They
So
call-
what's the problem with him partying?
That's a stand-up citizen nowadays.
They call that
I want to party with him.
They call
Come on
that
in.
they what he has is called white privilege.
B Watts. I know what B Watts.
What they call it? He's got white privilege, bro.
Chef Stradamus is back again. He knew who it was through the door.
B Watts. So tired of his crap. Tired of his injury. He doesn't get hurt a lot,
Yeah.
right? Third one.
You can't be tired of
That's
somebody
just a
getting-
Belichick move, you know? Get rid of all these guys.
But a Belichick move is not a reason to trade Gronkowski. I asked for 3 reasons to trade Gronkowski.
No, that's the reason.
And
It's,
none of the reasons
Belichick.
you have come up with are anything. He parties during the offseason. I'm supposed to stay home? I'm a young millionaire.
you're supposed to work
Le'Veon
out.
Bell during the season is on a jet ski right now, and we all like, get your money, Lev. Do what you gotta do. Gronk in the offseason, you can't.
He's supposed to be working out.
No, man.
Getting swole.
What part of Gronk?
He's already
Whoa,
swole, bro.
What part
More
of?
swole.
What,
More muscles.
I would go work.
He doesn't fit in that Patriot
I'm
image.
gonna work out.
He don't fit in that Patriot image. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
His
but-
jersey's still fit. That's the problem.
So Gronk, okay, so the partying, we canceled that out. What was the second part of that? What was your
Tired of
second
getting
part?
injured.
Oh, injuries. Okay, all right. So injury history, there is something there. It's,
Yeah, when you go to the Playboy Mansion all the time and you don't work on your fitness,
Wait.
that's a
what-
problem.
We gotta define fitness, but that's a different.
yeah,
that's
not
a different
funness.
cast. There's different layers of
You know,
fitness.
he was having funness, and you wanted fitness.
Funness.
All right, so yeah, you guys are wrong. You don't ever trade Gronk, just like you don't trade Mac. Okay, you guys are wrong. It's proven. It bears fruit. All right.
I feel like
Chicago
I feel like if
2-1.
Gronk ever got traded anywhere, I feel like if you trade a tight end anywhere, it's not the same guy. I mean, look at who's the other, no, not Gonzalez. Who's the other guy? That was at Seattle.
Sharp?
Who?
Graham. Jimmy Graham
Jimmy
was a
Graham.
stud in New Orleans. Gets traded over to Seattle. Not the same player. Now he's in Green Bay. I don't think I heard his name.
Jimmy Graham is soft. He is not Gronkowski. Jimmy Graham won't go over the middle. Jimmy Graham will not catch a contested thing. You talk about injury prone. Jimmy Graham is way more injury prone than Gronkowski. Why are you comparing a generational talent
feel like tight
to
ends are
somebody
just
who had
injury
2 good
prone.
seasons with
Yeah,
Drew
tight
Brees?
ends because they're
Because,
just.
like,
No,
It's a tougher
time out.
position.
How many players have good seasons with Drew Brees, and when they leave, they don't?
Everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Except for Brandon Cooks, right? Because he went to Tom Brady, and now he's in a good system with Jared
Yeah.
Goff. You gotta get a little lucky. So, no, Gronk and Graham are not the same.
Well, at one point, I mean, yeah, I'm not saying they're the same, but they
Okay,
are
I'm right,
the,
you
tight,
agree.
the top tight ends in the league.
Antonio Gates,
Let's
bro.
hear it. Let's hear it.
But he's down, man. He's about to retire.
Antonio Gates is as old as dirt.
Hell yeah,
Come
but he
back for a
was.
paycheck.
Antonio Gates was playing before you were born. Like it's,
That's probably true. When they had those huge gaps in the helmets, that's right when he was playing.
He played with LaDainian Tomlinson. You know?
Antonio Gates is so old. He was rocking the single face mask.
He's still playing though.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing. You know what I mean?
He was retired in San Diego. San Diego's tight end. What's his name from Arkansas?
Hunter. What?
Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry.
He tore his ACL preseason.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Hey, just like Michael says, ACL is like paper.
Can tell like yeah. One a shitty monster flavor.
No, Adam's comments are pretty funny.
What did he say? Go
Josh Gordon at nightclub, controversy. Gronk at nightclub, what does that
Gronk
say?
being Gronk.
Gronk being Gronk.
Josh Gordon was at the Patriots when that happened, and also Gronk hasn't been in trouble and suspended.
No. There was the quarterback, Deshaun Kaiser, was like out like that Saturday or something last season. They were like, "Oh man, what's going on here?"
Really?
Yeah.
Party all the time, man. If you can make it to work after partying, how many times have we like got wrecked and then wake up and go to work, or don't even sleep and go to work and be like, I fucking perform my best. It's doable. If I could do it, a pro athlete at the top of the
What is
game.
it? Expectations, reality.
That's you're rationalizing there, bro.
Hey, I'm speaking from
We're still
experience.
humans. We're not meta-humans, man.
No,
Well, if anything, if anybody's a meta-human athlete, all they need is a couple gallons of water, rehydrate, and they're good to go.
No,
And a couple shots.
We'll
Shots.
Level
Shots
up.
for the anime podcast.
Yo, there's no proof that drinking doesn't help you play football better. I haven't seen that.
Or what they call a sack of IV fluid.
We could test.
I don't remember. It was a Daryl Strawberry.
Yeah.
We could do a test. We could set up a series of events like where we have to throw a football through a tire from 20 yards away.
Oh, I
and
can
then
do
do it like
I got a
do it
cannon.
sober, do it on 5
After a
shots.
couple
you know what I'm
shots.
saying?
Yeah.
Like we can do that.
No, I'm okay
and
with
then,
that.
And then the three of us untalented quarterbacks will determine whether
I tried out.
Hey, what's that
we'll
called?
be the metric.
There's a show on ESPN called like Sports Science. Or something like that.
Yeah. We're gonna do the guy next door.
Hey, this is another Mac fact. I just want to let you guys know. I actually tried out for quarterback in middle school, so I'm probably a little bit. Yeah.
You got some credibility,
Yeah.
yeah?
He was wearing a do-rag at the time to make sure he didn't play.
Trying out for quarterback.
The Lurag, and then you tried out for QB?
Yeah, I didn't make the final cut though.
He planned to be a.
Yeah, it was full size. It's in middle school, so it's a little bit smaller. It was a little smaller.
Hold on, why am I gonna die,
The
Jordan?
coach told me I couldn't make it because of my
Oh.
footwork. Because you're supposed to cross one way, but I crisscross whenever I was backing up.
I'll be done on the third.
But if
on the
it
third
wasn't
one,
for
I
that,
won't
he's
go
like,
hit
this guy's arm.
the tire. Because I'm a lightweight, so we gotta get me a mini mug, like we said. Let's see, what do we got in the comments? Anything we can catch up on before we close out?
Adam said Jimmy got traded after he tore his patellar tendon.
Patella.
Basketball and football are different though, and the fact that there's a lot of start and stops, so that's what killed Victor Cruz's career, and Jimmy Butler to Victor Cruz
No. He's on
level
Jimmy
of
Graham.
athlete.
He's talking about Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham.
Oh.
Jimmy Butler.
I was like, yeah.
Jimmy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. After he
Yeah.
yeah. But Jimmy hasn't been the same from that patella tendon either.
Yeah.
But even then, he was soft. He was never like a.
He's a softie.
Yeah, he was like Breeze would use him in the red zone. So that's what made him famous, was being used in the red zone. And he'd go up and get it over two people because he was 7 feet tall and can out-jump everybody. But he wasn't like a tough guy. Like Gronk's a tough guy.
Yeah.
Gronk will run down the field 40 yards, maul a dude with a stiff arm, hurdle somebody else, and you know what I mean, and score a damn touchdown, and then spike the ball so hard it flies out of the stadium.
Unless Dylan
I was so in, dude, and then he's like,
Until the end, right?
spike the ball. The ball out of the stadium. I'm
I
like,
should have left it in the stands. In the stands, spike the ball so hard it goes in the stands.
yeah, but
Okay.
all right,
Squat ball spike. You wanna pull it
yeah.
up?
So I
If you got it, pull it.
want to go to this. If he has it, but this last section, I want us to all we gotta be quiet. We gotta listen to this.
Okay.
Tell them what which part.
In the yes they did.
All right.
Okay, so
Let's move on to that, and then he can find the clip in the
here's
meantime.
that.
Yeah.
So this is Dwight Howard getting roasted.
On Wild 'N Out, if y'all have never
It's Nick's
heard
camera,
of Wild 'N Out, it's a pretty good show. It's pretty funny.
so if you know Nickelodeon.
Oh, yes, she
I
did.
got a lot of
Snaps.
wannabe rappers, battle rappers on there.
Hey, yo, D, back in the day, me and you was the Lakers, we was neighbors, right? But everybody know what you been doing with your life. We ain't seen you in a while. What's up, Dwight? Y'all make some noise for the new basketball wives.
I don't know. Nick Cannon's so corny. His
Well,
hair,
that's the Cannon.
and his hair is ridiculous right now. This ain't even funny.
in the NBA for a minute, but your career still needs some help. You couldn't win a ring, so you came to win a Wild 'N Out belt.
So he couldn't win a ring, so he came to win a Wild 'N Out belt. This is Charlie Clips, battle rapper.
Oh, no, don't sing now.
That's DC Young Fly, battle rapper.
Why that year they ain't let you play more? I ain't gonna lie, Dwight. You've been in the league for a long time, and we don't even know who the hell you play for. He tried with the Magic.
That was tragic.
And then he tried with the Hawks.
That's what he thought.
And then he tried with the Rockets.
They told his ass you need to stop it.
Hold on.
I know you want to get mad, but but there's no need to get physical.
Oh, now I know why they call him the white. Because the white man always getting rid of you.
That was great. I was doing wordplay right there. That was the white joke.
He got roasted. And you know what? Even Shaq roasted him. I don't have the Instagram picture, but
Man, you know.
Shaq said, I only mess with champs. You need to go play with Barkley.
Hashtag leave Dwight alone. Hashtag leave Dwight alone. Shaq don't like him because he took the whole Superman moniker from him.
Yeah.
That's why Shaq really don't like him.
You know, Dwight, he was a fun guy.
Yeah.
Yo, Dwight is Superman. Like, the dude could jump out of the building. You should have had his Superman cape.
Oh, there's a spike. Oh.
Why are we running that back? Are we just trying to make fun of Nick Cannon's hair? Hold on, run it back. Let's go back to Nick Cannon's hair. Let me run 30 jokes off 30 seconds.
Added after, so
Hold on. It looks like the Jerry.
Hold on.
Oh, my bad. I want to go on Nick Cannon's hair real bad. Let's talk about how he looks like a Jerry curl from Coming to America.
Damn!
You know what I mean?
I was like an elbow drop.
Nick Cannon. Make sure you put plastic on your couch when Nick Cannon comes over.
Elbow drop.
Why Nick Cannon look like the worst basketball player on your grandpa's team?
Flashes.
Oh yeah, this is great. Bow.
Usually there will be a glitch there, and then he will go through the player, and then the player
They worked on the animation though, so everything's contact now. Look at this. Boom.
It said bullet pass.
Ready? This view, Brandon. Look. This is what Gronk does. This is why you don't trade him. Oh, Bill, you want to trade me? He wanted what he did. He wanted the officer just slapped up Bill Belichick real quickly.
We'll go pick one up, man.
We'll get it on video. Nah, that's what's up, man. All right, well, we out? We out? I'm Daniel. I'm Complete Agent. And
Dirty Rice.
Whoop. We out.
TATS. Two Asians talk sports.